Welcome to the Firearms Insider Gun and Gear Review Podcast, episode 455. This show is brought to you by Primary Arms, VZ Grips, and TacPack. In this show, we are talking about Miami Vice, 380s, SCAR pistols, and a funny pack. As you may know, we showcase guns, gear, and anything else you may be looking for. We do our best to evaluate products from an unbiased and honest perspective. I'm Chad Wallace, and with me tonight we have Tony, Rob, and Rusty. They are all here. So, sponsor number one, it's our friends over at Primary Arms, and we do appreciate their sponsorship, as with the others also. And Primary Arms seeks to provide you the best shopping experience for everything firearms. With over 13,000 products from your favorite brands, Primary Arms carries a complete selection of rifles, handguns, firearm parts, and shooting gear. Every order comes with a commitment to superior service, fast shipping, and an expert support team. Our Primary Arms product of the week this week is their 36-inch tan double rifle case. You may ask, why am I putting a tan double rifle case in this? Well, my friend was asking me about a double rifle case, so I figured we'd highlight one. You can sign up for the Primary Arms newsletter and more by going to frn.deal/PA. And if you use the code FRN at Primary Arms, if you buy a GLX 1-6, you will get one of their mounts for free. And was the current code when I checked it. You can also go to firearmsradio.net/PA and it shows you the latest Primary Arms deal. So now we'll get down to what we did in firearms. I'm going to steal the show and go first because I didn't really do much except I did mount up the Unique AR's handguard. So you can see it if you're watching the video, but it's like lime green and black. They painted it. It's kind of like a cool like scroll pattern type thing. So that's the extent of what I did in firearms. So you guys can take it away. Or not.
Yeah, not all at once. My God.
Well, I bought a new firearm. I bought my son for Christmas. Bought him I found a good deal on the Heritage Rough Rider 22, and I bought that for him for Christmas. And because he's left-handed, I found a place that out of New Mexico that actually made him a left-handed holster for it, and I just got it in the mail today. So I think he's going to be happy with this. And he just turned 9 Saturday, so I think this is going to be a good present for him. So,
and that's a leather holster, right? Like a cowboy.
He doesn't listen to the show, does he?
No.
I was going to say he'll figure out what his present is.
Yeah, no kidding.
Go ahead.
I'll be easy. I didn't do a whole lot in firearms. The only thing I did do Saturday, I got to check out in our club Archer, so I can get back into aviation and firearms. So that's all I did.
So, I think I hosted a diversity shoot, right?
I don't know. That's your gig, not mine.
Hey, man, leave me alone. If I did host a diversity shoot, dude, they have been coming so fast. I don't know. Seriously. I think I did, though. We hosted a diversity. Yeah, definitely. We hosted a diversity shoot, and it was awesome. We had some new people come out, which was really, really great. Introduced them to firearms, had them have a really good time shooting. And even one of my guys brought out his godmother and godfather to the event. And they both want to get into the New Jersey carry thing. You know, he's an old school Marine, and we started comparing our times in, and it's just hilarious when a dude's talking about he joined the Corps when I was 3. It's like, holy crap. And so he was shooting, and then the wife, who has hunted, she shot long guns, but she never shot other things. So we gave her the SR-22, the Ruger pistol, and one of my guys trained her up on it. She was just poking holes and in really tight groups at like 5 to 7 yards with that 22. And then he gave her a Glock 45 with a red dot on it. and she couldn't really get that whole. It was just too much new at one time, so she couldn't really get that down. But went to the 22, and then she started shooting revolvers. And we had some young ladies that had been to our events before, and one of my guys bought a 12 gauge, and of course it's a range, so you can only run either slugs or buckshot. So the daughter, that girl can't weigh 110 pounds soaking wet. And she puts the 12 gauge in her shoulder, and I give her a quick class, where to put it, lean into it, bend forward at the waist a little bit, get your weight behind it. Again, what weight? And it was her first time. She pulled the trigger, and she was like, all right, that's enough of that. Well, her mom gets it. The guy, one of my volunteers, gives her the quick tutorial. And it was a video I posted up. If you guys follow me on IG at Simon Says Train. And she pulls the trigger, and it was just, what the F? And then she got this smile on her face like people get the first time they shoot full auto. And she was like, I found a new favorite gun. And that's her thing. And because she lives in New York, it'll be impossible, almost impossible for her to get anything to allow her to buy a pistol. But a 12 gauge shotgun or a 20 gauge shotgun, whatever, it'll be a lot easier for her to get that for her and to protect her and her daughter. So she was just exposed to what a 12 gauge was, really liked it, and started putting rounds downrange with that thing. So had a great time, exposed somebody to something new, and I thought it was awesome. And then Friday I went out to shoot again in IDPA action competition. And I was going to take my Glock 19. And I got out there, and it was actually when they do their ranking. So you had to be a member of the IDPA. And I wasn't. So I didn't get to shoot Friday, which really sucked. But it is what it is. Now I'll just start paying more attention because I didn't really pay attention to the schedule. I just thought it was an action shoot. I didn't know it was a qualifier. And they had PCCs there too. And I just taken mine out of the car. So probably next year I'll join IDPA just so I could just shoot in a qualifier and just have more fun, getting more trigger time, drawing, holster, and acquiring sights and doing that thing because I think it's better. Especially now that we can carry in Jersey to get more, trigger time drawing and not have to deal with range rules, NRA range rules of 1 round a second and not being able to draw from the holster. So that's what I did in guns this week.
Nice.
So with the carry in Jersey, are they slow walking all those permits or?
Oh, they're doing everything possible, okay. Dude. Slow walking permits, judges taking vacations, and just nobody around. We can't transfer the case to anybody else. We don't know what to do. Your references didn't get back to us, and now Tuesday they passed every restriction you can think of that violated. It was like all the thing that Clarence Thomas said couldn't be used to deny people, they passed it all and put it in the law, including being able to check your social media to determine whether or not you can get a carry permit.
Yeah.
Blinking beautiful.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's going to fail immediately in courts.
Oh, yeah, but that's still the thing is they would rather pass it and fight it in court than...
Because the bottom line is, it's not their money they're going to use to fight it. It comes out of the Treasury.
Exactly.
Which is the tax money you pay to New Jersey is what's going to use to fight it.
Exactly.
And the annoying part, one of the other annoying parts about it is this. They're going to try to pass it off as, radical judges? I'm like, no judge that reads English can look at this and go, that's all the things that the Supreme Court justice wrote that you shouldn't do, and you put them all in this bill.
Uh-huh. Well, they put them half in the Oregon one, so you had to top us again, didn't you, Tony?
Hey, listen, we're veterans at this.
This is true.
They don't understand. You put them all, thereby you can't use them again. So you just shot every arrow in that quiver, all on one freaking bill. That you all passed, and it's all going to be stomped out.
Yeah, it's bloody beautiful.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I hear you, Tony. understand your pain.
Welcome to the club.
That's right. That's right.
Times like this, I'm glad I live in the state of Florida.
Yeah.
We're not quite as gun friendly as we could be, but better than most states.
Exactly. Well, our state police
Tennessee will give you one when you cross the state line.
our state police are dragging their.
Tennessee doesn't have income tax, do they?
No.
Tennessee's looking pretty good, but yeah.
All right, hold on, real quick. Tennessee better get like Wakanda and stop people from coming in because they bring their problems. You don't think they turned Jersey? Hey, look, Jersey was bad, but Jersey turned into New York. Oregon turned into California. Texas is turning into California. Hey, man, I there's something to be said about building the wall and not allowing people in. I just say it.
Georgia did go blue.
Yeah, there's
kind of blue. I mean, they reelected their governor by a decent margin.
But yeah, so yeah, and Tony, so you understand, the background checks here, because all the stuff on our Measure 114 is postponed now, but ours is a point of contact state, so they do the background checks. Well, the Oregon State Police are pretty much dragging their butt doing background checks. I mean, because as the numbers show, there were 90,000 guns or whatever sold in November, and they were able to do all those background checks, but now they can't do the 30,000 in a month that were left.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and so I've heard about that stuff, and I'm like, yeah. So I think there may be civil suits on that too, but you know how that goes.
Don't depend on courts. Get your butt out there and vote. That's
right. Or you get stuck with crap like we have for 25,000 votes. So, bandwidth sponsor, our buddies at Patriot Patch Co., who both of them live in free states so far. So, don't forget to join the Patch of the Month Club. You can get awesome like Santa patches, stickers, cards that they draw on, stuff like that. Plus, you can get metal signs and anything other cool stuff they have there. Let's see what else we got. Of course, you can get Gun Gear Review t-shirts and also Kilt in the Streets t-shirts on the merch tab at firearmsinsider.tv. We have tons of codes and affiliate links. Gun Guys Garage up in Washington, FRN 15 off. Walker Defense, you can get Insider 15 for 15 off. Let's see, Addable Optics, Firearms Insider 20, you get 20% off of stuff. Let's see, Modern Spartan Systems, we still get 15% off those. And Rough Cut Holsters, you get 20% off. So go check those out. I know Christmas is coming up, so all that money you get, you can go through these and save money, and then they'll know that you listen to our show and think we're great or something to that effect.
Hey,
great.
Don't forget the flashlight company.
The PowerTac lights. And their discount varies.
Man, I've been really impressed with the light that I got from them. I got the E11, I believe.
Okay.
And I've been carrying it every day.
That
thing is phenomenal.
I have two of them. They originally sent me an M9, I think. There's a review on the firearmsinsider.tv, so you guys can check it out. But then I have an M5 G2, which I actually purchased, that I carry every day just because it's smaller. It's still like super, super bright. Yeah, and I've been super pleased with them too. So there's that. And Rob.
And Chad. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the individual co-hosts and do not reflect the official policy or position of the Firearms Radio Network and or their employers. This is not legal advice, nor should it be considered as such. Viewer discretion is advised. This is especially true on live shows. And
let's see. Yeah.
Our spotlight is sponsored by TacPack.
Yeah. And
TacPack is a monthly you want to read this?
No, you can. Whoever wants to read it can read it.
Okay, TacPack is the monthly subscription box you've been looking for. Every month you'll get a monstrous package filled with EDC, tactical survival and professional grade gear. In the box is at least $90 worth of gear for the low price of $49.95. This gear isn't just crap they found in Buffalo Bill's basement. It's top quality stuff from top tier manufacturers like AR parts, knives, flashlights, and really cool stickers. This is gear you'll actually use, except maybe the stickers. I use stickers all the time. So if you're looking for even more life-changing gear, you can always upgrade to the TacPack Plus box. Get yours today by going to TacPack.com and remember to use the coupon code GUNGEAR for new subscribers and you'll get at least $70 in free gear for that first order. This code is only valid for new box subscriptions at TacPack.com.
Nice work, Rob. Nice
now,
work.
since we don't have a problem,
yeah, no main topic because we're all
trying to pitch it over to you, man. You know,
we're all slackers tonight. So
what's different from any other night?
Once in a while, we have reviews. I'm working on one.
No main topic. So, Chad, let's talk about this product spotlight and discussion. Cue the Miami Vice theme song.
Okay, Tony. Get nothing. So, first up is the Canik Meta Signature Miami Day and Night versions. MSRP is $769.99 on either of these. It doesn't really matter which one you're looking at. And these are special edition, limited. Man, that's bad.
Forever ago.
Yeah. So they are limited editions. Total of 3,050. They say because the Miami area code's 305. They're each individually numbered of each the day and night versions. Of course, they pay tribute to the iconic U.S. city, you know, with their flamingos, palm trees, skyline, retro color scheme. You really do have to check these out. Either go over there or click the links through the show notes because, you know, these, you know, they don't look terrible. I really don't like them. But, you know, if that's your thing, it's, yeah. And I'm not sure which one I like better. The day one or the night one. The night one is black with some like blue and pink and, you know, stuff like that. And then the day one's white with the same blue and pink, but it's got like a palm tree, stuff like that. Of course, it is your standard Canik Meta pistols. So, you know, this one, of course, includes your collector certificate and production number. You know, collector signature series logo and production number stamped slide. The finish, of course, does come with a color matching flared magwell. It has front and rear white dot sights. It looked more like a fiber optic on the front to me, but I guess not. So what do I know? I'm just reading this stuff. The interchangeable back straps that they have looks like, at least in the pictures, they are color matched. Of course, it's optic ready slide for the RMRCC and Shield RMSC footprints. You know, angled rear side edge for emergency one-hand operation, which is the standard. Comes with their new OWB Miami Day and Night holster, toolkit, punch, magazine loader. All of this stuff is in the box, and it's color matched to be appropriate to these particular pistols. It looks like it comes with a patch or also that says Signature Series. I don't even know what to think about these. They're not my cup of tea. The Canik pistol's fine. And they hold like 18 plus 2 mags, so 18 or 20 rounds. They're the full-size Canik pistols, 9mm Luger, barrels 4.46 inches, overall length is 7.56, height is 5.72, and it's 1.14 inches wide. Still made in Turkey, but that's all stuff. It's all the same. It's just the fancy paint jobs and accessories is what's new. I'm sure somebody else has something to say about him besides. I know Rusty has a Canik pistol, but I don't know if this is his cup of tea either.
it's not my cup of tea. I think it's cool if somebody is a Miami Vice fan. I mean, sure, go for it. What I think would have been cool if they would have did it in a 10 millimeter like the Bren 10. That would have been better. But I mean,
nice tie-in, bro. Nice tie-in.
I'm just saying. With a magazine that worked or you could find, but I think they're cool. The Canic is cool. I mean, it's something different if you're a collector or if you're getting into collecting and you want something different. Why not? I mean, I've spent money on lesser stuff that was just as frivolous. But yeah, so
if you like it, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool.
Now, in the show notes is. Oh man, Tony's
so
playing.
I look at it as
I posted in the show notes in the comments. James posted they really missed the boat here by not including a collectible Ferrari Daytona with purchase. And
dude, I think it's cool. I checked them out and I was like, all right, this is kind of crazy, right? And but why not? And if you're gonna get, it's a collectible. Well, what's a collectible, dude? I mean, they limited the number. I mean, it's not a 45 ACP Luger. All right, it's not going to be the $1 million Luger. You have a collectible, but it's as collectible as your Sig Legion with the freaking challenge coin, if not more so. Have fun with it, dude. Buy the thing and have a good time. Shoot it if you want to shoot it. Box it away and put, because it's what, $770
MSRP.
Yes, $770. They have actually. I was near this gun store today and I didn't stop by because I ended up running late and I didn't think about it till I got home. A gun store not 2 miles away from the range I was at actually has one. So I wish I would have stopped by just to get a friggin' some video of it or just see what it looked like in real life. But I think it's really cool. I mean, you see the accessories it came with, everything's that friggin' pastel color. So I think it's cool. If you want to get it, get it. I mean, truthfully, if you just want to run it and have a different looking frickin' Canic than everybody else, there you go.
The only thing I'd wonder is how long is the paint job going to last
Probably
on that? Because it doesn't look like it's Cerakoted or anything.
Well, if you're running it probably is going to get some wear and tear. And I'm wondering if they're going to do any other cities or they just roll with that one. Because they legalized weed and somebody had that idea and they just ran with it.
Is that what happened in Florida?
A special pouch to store some cocaine in there or something.
Well, it is Miami Vice version.
They had a New York version, but you probably couldn't own it if you lived in New York.
Yeah, that's why they did the Miami version.
The New York version has a 40-pound trigger on it.
Yeah, 40-pound trigger, a 10-round magazine.
That never works.
Oh, never mind. I think because they had that Bloomberg law that you couldn't have guns of different colors. Remember that one?
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Who knows if it's still there?
I don't know. It just popped in my head because I remember that was a thing too. If a gun wasn't just like a base color, you couldn't have it.
And that's how they get away with taking toy guns away because it's black with an orange tip, so it's two-toned.
Yeah. Idiots.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think we pretty much covered this. If you think if you like it, great. If you want to buy a couple for collector's items, just to have, it's pretty cool. Now, like we all said, they could have gone a little farther, but they didn't. So, I guess we kind of have to respect them for that.
Yeah.
So those were the Canic.
Or they just follow with the Grand Theft Autos.
They could have just.
You think they can do all the Grand Theft Auto cities?
Yeah, there we go. Maybe. So that was the Canic Miami Day and Night versions. So next up is the Ruger Security 380. Now, of course, it doesn't come in pretty colors. You get black, but it is new. ish because it's a new version, but it's the Security 380. So compact size. It does include their light rack system. So the back kind of has cocking ears on it, kind of, to help with that. An easy rack system, lighter recoil spring, fiber optic front sight, standard rear. Of course, it is 380. Capacity is 10+1 flush fit and 15+1 extended. Barrels 3.42 inches. It weighs just under 20 ounces. It's only basically an inch wide. The let's see, they're $369, so they're not like super expensive. I wouldn't, because of the line it is, I wouldn't expect it. Overall length is 6.52 inches. Let's see, height is 4.35 inches. Basically, you can't get it in California or Massachusetts, but we kind of figured that. They say it's good for, basically, it's the light rack system in 380 in a gun that's not super small, but still, subcompact size. And I think one, it doesn't have an optics cut, but I don't think their market for this particular pistol, they probably didn't put it on there for a reason. One, to keep price down, and two, I don't think they probably don't think the market is there for the light rack pistol for somebody that's might want an optic. I would tend to disagree, but because people using this, an optic may help them a lot more than they actually would think after using it. I don't hate this pistol. I mean, it's a Ruger. It's the security, so it is hammer fired because it is the light rack system, if I remember correctly. And it's a 380, so the recoil is not going to be as much. And I don't have a problem with 380 either. So that's my thoughts on it. You guys,
I have the Security 9,
right?
And I actually bought it and gave it to my daughter when it first come out, and I put about 700 rounds through it before, and I carried it for months before I ever give it to her, and I really enjoyed it. The gun shot well, and I really like Ruger firearms, and this one I like it. I like a 380. I have an LCP. Actually, I think one of my daughters is actually watching. She sent me a screenshot a minute ago of us, and I actually give her a LCP 380, and because I trust the gun, I like the caliber, and I think it's good. Ruger is kind of trying to come up with like what Smith is doing with their EZ. Does it need an optic cut? No. I know we always say, well, why did they put an optic cut on there? Not everything has to have an optic cut. I know that's the market standard right now. I carry a 365, and that's my everyday gun. It has been for almost 2 years now. It's not optic cut. A lot of my other guns are that I do have optics, but it doesn't. You don't necessarily have to have one. I mean, it's just whatever you're used to. I think the price line that this falls in, this could be that one gun that that fits what you need for the price, the caliber, and the function of it, to be able to rack it and control it and everything else. I wish 380 ammo was cheaper.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, like you mentioned, the LCP 380, and this is way more is going to be way easier to shoot than the LCP is, because the LCP is so small and snappy, and I have an original LCP, and it's one of those guns that I do not like to shoot, but I have it because it's like microscopic, but which this isn't, but it's going to be easier to shoot, so that's a big advantage.
Well, see, I like it. If you check out that site, it's even got that squared off site. You can actually rack it off or something. You see how their rear sight is? That is not what Ruger usually has.
Yeah, usually they don't cut that little ledge in there. They just round it up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was checking it out, and I like it because Ruger is well on their way to doing what Ruger does best, which is clone other people's stuff. And it works out because it hits that price range. This has a safety on it, and Ruger's safeties are so small that you can totally ignore them if you want to. Just sweep your finger over it just in case somehow. Usually they're very stiff, too. So it's like they won't go on by accident. But yeah, learn to sweep it, and lightweight, if 380, and it's big enough to actually fit your hand. I think, I'd said this years ago when we were on the show talking about having a bigger 380 pistol for people who have arthritis or hand issues. And man, they're doing it now. So, hey, I'll do a Snoop Dogg. I'd like to give thanks to me. Because I said that years ago when all the tactical Timmies were poo-pooing it, as if somehow there isn't a market for older people now that are shooting. And I think a lot of people are seeing it. I think you're right. Everybody does it, and it's a harder sell, even doing what I do. Excuse me, especially doing what I do. I run into some older people that come to the diversity shoots, and the guys especially just don't find a need for it because they think the red dot is a fad until they figure it out and realize, yeah, you can't see that front sight like you used to. and that red dot helps out a lot, especially if you get a green one or a gold one. All of a sudden now it's a heck of a lot easier to shoot quickly.
Well,
you should see some of the old dudes at the IDPA shoot I go to. Now all of a sudden it's like, whoa, look at this. Look who's got a red dot.
Well, it's like in USPSA, one of the jokes used to be, and I don't know if it is anymore, is that when you got old and couldn't see, you moved into open class so you could run a dot.
There you go.
Because and if you've ever been to a USPSA match and seen some of those older people, which, is going to be Tony and I in like a year.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I was wondering how far out you're going to put it.
I figure I'll just say a year. And they're fast. I mean, yeah, they can't run, but, but the way they shoot, it's like you can tell.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, they're not moving fast, but they're doing all A-zone hits.
Yeah, and fast, like super quick splits.
I've always been a fan of 380. I've always been a fan of 380. I think when Taurus first started getting really big with their pistols, they had Model 58, I think, which was a high capacity 380. Right. And I had one of those, and I really enjoyed that gun. That was one of the ones the first ones I had, I'd seen the 380s like that. I'm glad to see somebody's bringing them back out, that it's a decent sized gun that you can hold with capacity to it. Because, what's your other option? To either go up to a 9mm or go down to a 30 super carry. So,
Well, I also look at it as, price point. Price point with an American-made company that if the thing has a recall, they'll take care of it immediately because it's Ruger. Like, they're on it. It's not like Taurus is fine, but Taurus's issue is quality control.
Oh, yeah.
And with their quality control, it doesn't go back to America. It has to go to Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, for a price point gun, for what it does, it's either this or EZ 380. Mm-hmm. And the price difference is significant between the two.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of
it.
I've got the LC 380 and I like it. People poo-poo 380 ammo, but 380 ammo is pretty darn potent. It's almost up there with 9mm ammo,
Yeah, people.
It's decent ammo.
People poo-poo.
Especially if you have people that have trouble racking a Glock pistol or a SIG pistol, something like this would be easier for them to run the slide,
Yep. Yeah. So that was the Ruger Security 380. Now next up is a pistol, if you can call it that. It's the new FN Scar 15P. MSRP on this is kind of like this Ruger Security 380, but you add an extra zero. It's 36.
Hold on a second.
It's $36.99.
Anybody look this thing up?
What, the pistol?
Anybody look up? The Ruger compared to the EZ.
No,
it's less than $100 difference, dude.
Oh, then okay. But
yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, it's like a $90 difference MSRP.
yeah, so that's good. So I guess it's not as cheap as we think, but it's still a good deal. Gotcha. Okay, so now FN pistol. Okay, it's a SCAR. It's a pistol. Okay, I'm done.
Rob, you're
but
a SCAR person.
this one is in the one in the notes is in FDE, so it looks like it's like 4 or 5 different colors. I can't really.
Yeah, it's like 4. I think that's what I counted.
4 different FDEs plus the black stuff they stuck on there.
It's their multicam FDE, man.
Okay, that if they would sell it as multicam FDE, people would understand. As you can guess, it's non-reciprocating bolt carrier assembly, as in, because it's SCAR. This one's in 5.56. Barrel is 7.5 inches. Overall length is 19 3/4. It is a short stroke gas piston. Let's see, hard anodized monolithic aluminum upper assembly, which is kind of the whole thing. 1913 rails. It has a pick rail at the back for mounting whatever type of brace you would like. They also put a sling QD cup there, so you can mount a sling and push out and put pressure against it that way. 3-prong flash hider seems kind of like a odd choice, but not. It just seems kind of odd to me. Let's see. Of course, it also comes in black, if that's your thing. But essentially, it's their pistol version of the SCAR. I want to hate it, but I don't. Let's see. It weighs 5.65 pounds, so it's not as light as maybe some other AR pistols, but it's not like it's super heavy comparatively. But yeah, and Rob, like we said, is the SCAR guy, so he probably knows a little more than we do about it.
I think I saw in there where it says non-reciprocating charging handle, which is really nice. That is the one drawback to the SCARs. If you're holding it the wrong way, you will lose your thumb when you pull the trigger.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it says that you can use the charging handle as a stop, so you don't run past and get your hand in front of the barrel.
So yeah. That's a plus.
So my question is, I know probably the first thing everybody's going to say, why 5.56 so short a barrel, you're going to lose all your ballistics, velocity, all that stuff. How finicky is this thing going to be? I'm sure FN has proven that this thing is going to run with this gas system or this piston system, because I know the shorter you get with a lot of gas systems, your reliability kind of goes down a little bit. They kick a little harder, but it looks like it shoots pretty soft.
Since it's a piston, I'm guessing you probably have less problems than you do with like a gas impingement.
That was my only thing. And if you want a 7.5 inch barrel, go for it. I don't. That's your thing. If you want to spend $3,800 for it, I don't care.
So I'm looking at this thing, right, and I'm like, okay, if you're in FNs, got it. Because they already released this to the military. I mean, that's the thing. They'd already released it to the military with the actual stock on it. I hate the fact that civilian firearms manufacturers are dancing around what the ATF might do this week. That's why I didn't have a pistol brace on it.
Right.
But they gave you ability to attach one. So it's cool, but I'm looking at this thing and I'm going, that's the reason NyQuil comes with a measuring cup. Because if you drink too much, you have dreams and you think this is a good idea. So I'm looking at it, right? And I'm like, $3,700. Why would I buy this for $3,700 when I can get an AR lower and a BRN 180 upper in 5.56, 223 wild, 300 blackout, or 7.62 by 39, and they got like 10-inch barrels. Like, what's the difference? You know what I'm saying? And somebody was like, oh, because I watched some guy talk about how he can run the 7.5-inch barrel on an AR pistol, and it moves easily around the car when you're trying to get it past the steering wheel and everything, shoot out the dashboard. And I'm like, yo, bro, that's cool if you can find a purpose for it. But again, with a BRN 180 on a pistol lower, you don't have to worry about a carrying handle. I mean, not a carrying handle, stock, either a pistol grip or otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just run it like that. And then if we talk about the what is the thing that the Eric from Law Folding Tactical, you can put that in your regular AR. You don't need a friggin' extension now, a buffer tube extension anymore. If you want to just run a regular AR pistol using the Eric from Law Folding Tactical and leave it off, because somebody was like, "Oh, is this a good truck gun?" And I'm like, "Not without a freaking stock. It's not. I don't know what you're talking about." So I mean, if I was going to do it, I'd put together either, if I lived in a place for it, I would do a 300 blackout 7.5 inch with freaking folding Law Tactical stock in the Eric, or do one in 300 blackout or 7.62 by 39 with a BRN 180 upper.
Yep.
There is no reason outside of being an FN collectible that I would do this, unless you're going to SBR it and you want the thing the military got, because that's the only reason I'd see get it. Is if you want a mil spec collectible.
Yeah, and there's some people that will buy it just because it's cool and kind of a semi collectible, like you said, Tony. But that's the thing, is if I'm going to build something like this or buy something like this, I'm probably going to do it in an AR and use like either the BRN 180 upper or the ARIC system from Law is really. I really like that system because you can always put it in any AR, so to speak. I mean, you know what we're saying. So,
yep.
Yeah, for $4,000. I mean, you're talking, because that's what you're going to get once you pay the taxes on it, sales tax and whatnot. You know,
and I mean, you can either get a regular mil spec AR lower, or again, when you're comparing the price, you can get an ambi lower from a lot of different companies between $200 and $500 for ambi pistol lower, and just have all the features, dude. Just not give up anything.
Yeah, you're that, and you can even, well, what was it, that one we talked about last week, the P run? It's got a front side charging similar, and it's there. That pistol version was what, 1,600? Yeah, $1,800, so half the price. So there are other options out there, but that was the FN Scar 15P, and now something that I'm not thrilled about, because I remember the fanny pack stage, but I see a purpose for it. That's the Blue Alpha fanny pack. MSRP on this is $59.97. But I do want to say, if you buy those Canics, they have one that would match it perfectly, which is almost one of the reasons I stuck this in here. This is a concealed carry fanny pack, as you can probably guess. It's got the way the zippers are. It allows for quick access. So either hand, depending on how you're using it. Of course, you can wear it around your waist like a typical fanny pack, or you can wear it over your chest. I don't know if it would fit around Tony's chest. It says pant size 28 to 48. So, but because Blue Alpha would probably make an extension for Tony to wear this. So if he wants one, I bet you they would, especially if he wore it to SHOT Show. But color wise, you get multi, which is kind of like the Canic pistols. You got like a pink and a blue and a teal color, but it's got a zipper in the front for like extra stuff, and then it holds your holster in there, depending on. So it has a real holster, not just some fabric thing that's stuck in there. Of course, besides that color, it comes in black and gray. I don't know really what else to say about this thing, but I mean, it's a well-designed fanny pack since it uses a real holster and stuff like that. You don't really have to worry about that part of it. They have a video on it. It's, and it's got like soft-sided Velcro to protect you, so your gun's not going to like wear out or anything, surface wear, stuff like that. Ripstop something or other is kind of what it looks like. I don't know exactly what they make it out of, but because of who makes it, I'm fine with whatever material they chose to be the best. You guys can take it away now.
Oh, no. Go ahead.
I mean, if the fanny pack's your thing, you want to go back in time 20 years, it's fine. I mean, they don't make them in man sizes for Tony. I mean, he could put it around his neck and look like a St. Bernard running around. So, I mean, other than that, I mean, I won't wear one, but I might be able to sling it across my chest if they made it like a Kavu bag or something, you know? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I see a lot of guys wearing them. I mean, go for it. If I could fit into some skinny jeans, I would wear it.
I want Tony to wear it around his neck like a St. Bernard and put booze in it. Like the cartoons.
There you go.
You just don't want to carry anything at SHOT Show. That's what it is. I find it funny that I've been noticing people doing it. James from TFB TV has been wearing a fanny pack, especially when he shoots the shotguns to keep the loads there, centered on him. I think it's funny that these things are coming back again in my lifetime. I thought it would be a little later because I thought it would be at least 7 before the scrap came back. But, hey, it's fine because carry is now in constitutional carries in 25 states now. And we have 2 more states raring to go. So various ways for people to carry is awesome. Back in the day, it was just a fanny pack. And then it became, if you're carrying a fanny pack, people know you were carrying a gun. And that went out. But now it's back. And, hey, people go learn. Don't mess with the weird looking person with the fanny pack on because they're strapped.
And Tony, I just want to say I was hoping it was going to come back more when we were in our 70s. Because if we were to wear it in our 70s, nobody's going to make fun of us.
No, they'll make fun of us. We'll be in our 70s. We won't be able to hear them anyway.
Exactly.
And you got to look. We should say Blue Alpha is a great company. They make good quality products. I wear their belts every day, and I have their duty belts, and I have their inside belt that I wear, and they make great stuff. So if they made this, it's a good product, I'm sure. Because these guys are right out down here in Georgia, and they do good quality work.
Yeah, and that's the thing, as I was saying, is I don't doubt it's made well. I'm just not a fanny pack type of person. You know, yeah, as a sling bag or something, which they say you can do that across your chest or something, which would be okay. But but there's a lot of people out there that do want something like this. So, and it's a good option. Rob?
Yep.
Hey, if you want a fanny pack, go for it.
Yep, that's kind of it.
I'm waiting for bell bottoms to come back.
Yeah, I'm not. So
just start a trend, dude. Just put them on.
Yeah, just start wearing.
Ankle carrying bell bottoms. That'll be your backup.
That's right. So that was the Blue Alpha fanny pack. Now, here's something that you probably won't carry around in your fanny pack, and those are VZ grips. And Rusty's here, so should we make Rusty do this?
Yeah, sure.
VZ grips been manufacturing handgun grips since 2003, with a reputation for quality, consistency, and innovation. And top-tier manufacturers choose VZ grips. They come in a variety of styles, patterns, colors, and manufactured from proprietary G10, micarta, and carbon fiber. Available with varying degrees of texture, VZ offers a wide range of grips for all different firearm types. Made in USA, VZ Grips offers you more than just handgun grips. Featured grip of the week is the Lago Alien VZ Recon. Check out VZ Grips at vzgrips.com. Coupon code GGR15 gets you 15% off of handgun and rifle grips.
Now, I put the, however you say, the Lago Alien grips in there because I hadn't seen them on their site before. And even though it's kind of a pistol not everybody has, I was like, oh, that's cool. They're making VZ grips for those. and
I just find it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's pretty sweet.
the least expensive accessory you can get for a Largo Alien is a VZ grip.
Yeah, because they're like
$55.
Exactly, and that's a pretty good deal for anything. You know, you get a good grip on it, but yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, oh, I'm glad they added this. This gives us more stuff to talk about, because who do you know that makes grips for that pistol?
Yeah, I mean, truthfully, I shot the thing, and even having a more like firm grip on it, the way it moves, bruh. Because the thing recoils straight back to your hand. The recoil impulse is just so different. I didn't feel it jumping in my hand at all, but hey, VZ grips, that's almost like Velcro when you grab that thing. I'm sorry, hook and loop.
Hook and loop.
Hook and loop. But it's almost like hook and loop.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. And then, of course, like our friend Rusty said, you can find them at vzgrips.com. We don't have any listener feedback. Somebody one of these days will send us something. It'll be for a different show, but they'll send it to us anyway.
Yeah, they'll talk about how John Patton was on the show last week.
Right. Or they'll some show that's not even close. They'll talk about, I have no idea, like, you know, how the West was won with, you know. So, Tony.
I hate off-road podcasts.
Why did they make a 50 A&E or whatever lever action rifle?
Mm-hmm.
I need to go on the off-road podcast so I can sell some stuff.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm. Tony.
So I was making a video today with this in it. This is now switched from being a Christmas raffle to being a New Year's raffle. So this is going to be raffled off, and the winner's going to be announced New Year's Day, mainly because we had a lack of response. So I made a bunch of videos. I'm going to put it out, and I'm working with other channels to get word out about this. This is awesome piece of wood that was done up by New Jersey Conceal to help us raise funds to fight for our rights here in Jersey. It has different firearms manufacturers' names all the way around it. Also, it has Sean's logo from Black Bag Resources on here. You have to find it. Where's Waldo? And it also has 2A4E on here. We're doing it for $10. Every $10 you donate gives you a chance to win it. And we're going through Eventbrite, and I'll be posting both Cash App and Venmo as ways to participate in this. I was going to do it through Eventbrite, but then it just turns into a fee on top of another fee on top of another fee. So if you guys want to help us out, please do so. This is where you can go to diversityshoot.com and go directly to our PayPal. And I will also, again, post links to other ways you can enter. It's $10 per chance. So the more you donate, the more chances you have to win. And we're going to go crazy because once Maj Toure gets involved, a whole lot of more people are going to be wanting to get in. So please get in early. And we're going to draw it on New Year's Day. What else? The next diversity shoot is on December 29th at Gun for Hire Range. Can't wait to see you there. It's going to be the last one of the year. I'm still trying to put together a schedule for next year because we already have me going to be appearing at the Arizona Second Amendment rally, and that's going to be awesome. I already spoke to Cheryl Todd. And I'm going to be out there on February. I can't see. February. Seriously, dude? February 18th. February 18th at the 10th annual Second Amendment rally at the Capitol in Arizona and Phoenix. So if you guys are around, I posted this to my social media today on Twitter. I'll be posting it tomorrow so you guys can share it. So we can get a lot of people to come out to the rally. The more people, the merrier. So we're going to be in Arizona in February. And we're also putting together a diversity shoot while I'm in Arizona. And when I get back, actually, prior to this, we're also working on doing a diversity shoot in Harrisburg, doing a Great American Outdoor Show. And we are probably going to do another diversity shoot in New Jersey because we kick off our diversity shoot season in February. So if this is played right, I may be doing a diversity shoot every week in February. So I need all the help I can get, guys. If you can donate, donate if you want to try to win this. Please do. It's awesome. It's a wall hanger, and your funds will actually help us continue to fight. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I know this one went on kind of long, but I really need your help going into 2023. Thanks a lot.
Woohoo. So, send questions, comments, or feedback to us at gungearreview@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review, or leave us a review on another show on the network. You know how it goes. Whatever you want. You can check out all the other great shows on the Firearms Radio Network at firearmsradio.net, so you know where to leave that review for us. Don't forget to visit the Firearms Insider for links to show notes, links to podcast, all our reviews, all that stuff at firearmsinsider.tv. You can also check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Firearms Insider. Of course, thank you for listening to the largest pound-for-pound podcast on the network. And because of when this comes out, Merry Christmas, and we are out.
Merry Christmas to everyone.